Hey you guys, Andy asked me to share a Christmas devotion, and so here I am, all the way from the senior chaplain's office. I got a nice post in the middle, pictures from our lovely mountains, and sitting here, and I'll just share with you guys for a second from the message that I shared last night on Christmas Eve. So want to talk for a second on the topic of holy moments for a holy night is what I talked about last night. And as we think about Jesus' birth and just what his parents were dealing with on that night, we recognize that it was actually, probably most would think it was a difficult night, because it wasn't what we would typically think of or plan, probably not even in that day, for the birth of a child. And so when we think about holy nights and holy moments, we first of all consider that word holy, and it literally means just to be set apart. And when we think about being set apart, we think about being set apart for God's purposes, God's use. And there are some things that are for holy use and some things that are for common use. And here's the thing that really struck me. I think that we would be surprised that oftentimes the things that are holy come wrapped up in the ordinary. And that's what I think unfolds in the Christmas story. And so let's walk through it together. We see the Jesus family, they came, and he came in the most ordinary of ways. He came on a day and a time that was not ideal for his family. And because it wasn't ideal, they were away from home, they were alone. There was no place for them to stay, there was no place of refuge. And so they found themselves in a stable amongst the animals and all the things that animals do. Of course, Miranda, Maddie, you're getting ready to have babies, and I doubt you want to have them right in the midst of the barn and the manure and everything else. And yet that's exactly where Jesus' family found themselves. It was the most ordinary of places, not the place for holy to come into this world, you wouldn't think. Of course, they were in Bethlehem, and that in itself was very ordinary. It was not Jerusalem. It was not the place for kings. It was not the place where there are palaces. It was the place where ordinary people were, small little town, forgotten town, and yet that's the place that God chose to send his son. And so it was not the place that you would expect a history-changing event to start from, and the platform that you would cast it off into the rest of the world from. And so it just reminds us again that holy comes wrapped up in the ordinary. And so we see here in this holy moment of the holy night of Jesus' birth, that we too have some parallels with our own holy moments and the things that we experience in our lives, because I think our lives are marked by holy moments as well. They're all around us. And so we want to harness our holy moments for the Lord, and I think we can do that as we look a little bit deeper at Jesus' story of his birth. And there's two things in particular that stand out to me about the holy moment of Jesus' birth, and it stands out about the holy moments in our own lives. The first one is that holy moments have surprising players. They're ordinary, surprising people that God uses in holy moments to minister to others. And I want to encourage us that there's no place that God can't enable you to stand. There's no conversation that you are disqualified to be a part of when God is in it. And I think us being here is proof of that. I sit on an executive team with doctors and police chiefs and high-end business people, and I sit on this team. I think, why in the world am I at this table with these people? Because holy moments are marked by surprising players. And not only that, holy moments are hidden in plain sight, and they're all around us. We have to be willing to recognize that God is doing something behind the scenes and under the surface that I don't recognize. So whether it's talking or playing with a child or reading a book to them, whether it's just having coffee with a friend, whether it's just stopping to pray with someone in the middle of their hard day, whether it's serving a neighbor or just pausing to show grace instead of condemnation when somebody at work, does something, unfortunate. I think holy moments are hidden in plain sight, and they're marked by surprising players, and those people are us. God has us that he wants to use in the world around us to minister his love and his grace in the midst of the challenges, the chaos of this world. And so I want to encourage you guys on Christmas Day that there are holy moments all around you, and God wants to use you in those places. So anyway, that's just a little bit of what I shared last night. Wanted to share that with you guys. I love you guys. We love you so much, and wish we could be with you, but we're with you in spirit, and we will see you maybe this summer. Love you guys. God bless. Bye. Merry Christmas.